This will be for the con exercise, finding percents. 24 is 75% of what number? Okay, so you want to build an equation based on the question. And basically, we start with 24. And if you see the word is, typically you can substitute an equal sign. 24 is or equals 75%. And when you see the word of, that usually means multiply. And what number? We can call that number x. So 24 equals 75% of x. Alright, so for these problems, if you see the word is, it's usually going to mean an equal sign. And if you see the word of, it's usually going to mean multiply. Alright, so 24 equals 75 times x. We need to convert the percentage to a decimal. Okay, so I'm going to keep the 24 and the equal sign. 75%, in order to convert the decimal, you move it to the left 2 places. So 75% is the same as 0.75, and that's times x. Alright, solving for x, we have x times 0.75. The opposite is divided by 0.75. So you want to do that to both sides of the equal sign. Cancels here, 0.75 divided by 0.75. I'll do this on the calculator. And I get 32. So that equals x. Final answer. Just click in the box and type 32. $192 is what percent of 600? Okay, so we can write 192 is the same as equals, and what percent, we can call that x or we can call it p. Of means multiply, and 600. So 192 equals p times 600. Solving for p, the opposite of times 600 is dividing by 600. So you want to do that to both sides of the equal sign. On the right, cancels. I'll do this on the calculator. And I get 0.32. That equals p. Now, that is in terms of a decimal. Okay, we want it in terms of percent. So you have to move the decimal over 2 places to the right. So that's going to be 32%. So click in the box and just type 32. So a quick summary for the conversions. If you want to go from percent to decimal, you divide by 100. In other words, the decimal moves left 2 places. If you want to go from decimal to percent, you multiply by 100, and the decimal goes right 2 places. What is 90% of 20? Okay, so it says what, and since we don't have that number, we can just call it x. Is equals 90% is just 90%. Of means multiply, and that's multiplied by 20. Okay, converting 90% to decimal, we divide by 100 or just move the decimal over 2 places. So instead of 90%, that's going to be 0.9 or 0.90, same thing. And that's still times 20. Okay, and 0.9 times 20, you can use the calculator, but I know that's just 18. So 18 is 90% of 20.